Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Another stream. Um, did not think I was going to be streaming this week, but here we are. Um, I honestly could not uh, hold myself back from at least making some kind of content about this since I just got it back in the mail today. So I'm super excited about this. How's my day going? Very well, actually. Um, I just got this finally back in the mail, um, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm glad that you guys are locked in. Um, yeah, so little story about this to start us off here. I had bought this chromatic a while back, like I want to say 2 weeks ago, and I was really enjoying it, but the screen seemed to scratch super easily. So I ended up getting like a huge gash in it. Now, I did not get the sapphire screen model, so that does kind of make sense, right? Like I went with the Gorilla Glass model or the base model that's sold at GameStop. Um, but just through like regular use, it scratched way easier than I thought it would have. Um, so I ended up sending an email to Mod Retro, and they were willing to, as a one-time courtesy, send me a brand new one, which is super cool. And I'm really glad that they did that. They were nice enough to do that. So um, good on them for honoring that for me. Um, and it just came back into the mail to me today after I'd shipped my original one out, and they shipped me this new one. Um, so very excited about that. We also have some other stuff that I want to open up. Um, for you guys as well because I just got it in. And something I actually just bought today. Um, so I wanted to show you guys that because it's pretty special and I hadn't seen it before, which is also kind of unique. Like I'm really interested in like Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. So the fact that I found a game today that I hadn't really seen before was pretty cool. And of course, I had to pick it up. It was at a decent price. Um, and I was already at a great store, a small business, so I definitely wanted to support them as well. So, all that said, all those are great things, and I'm very excited to share all that stuff with you guys today. So, let me take care of a couple of things. Um, First thing I'll do is kind of display the box here. We've got a lot of stuff going on in this box. It has all kinds of drawings and writings on it, and it's honestly such a great design for a box like this. Now, what is this device? It is a Game Boy Color um, that is housed in a, as you can see here, or maybe you probably can't see it, the resolution's too low, but it says it is a Game Boy Color encased in a magnesium alloy shell. Um, it has a Gorilla Glass backlit display that is OLED, so true black. Um, Pixel perfect screen for playing Game Boy Color games. And yeah, top of the box is just white. Bottom of the box has our barcode and QR code. So, as you can see based on the box, it comes bundled with Tetris, which is awesome. Just like the original Game Boy came bundled with back in 1989. Um, which is super awesome. And yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to get some stuff set up right now still. Um, I was set up to actually start the stream and then I forgot to actually send the link out to all the people that I normally do. So I am working on that right now. Awesome, thanks. So yeah, super excited to open this up for you guys. I will admit, I did already, open one of these, and in fact, this one was already opened today. It's just a matter of I wanted to give you guys the full experience of seeing what this thing looks like, seeing what it looks like when it's turned on, how it plays games, and some of the cool features that it comes with, which is relevant to our channel here, and I cannot wait to show you guys that. So hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Mod Retro Chromatic we got in today. Um, hey, that's all right. That's all right. But we've got this and then a bonus item that we're going to unbox as well. So I'm just getting the link out to people right now. And you know what? I'm going to say that I think I'll be good on those links. And as a matter of fact, let me put some of that music back on to put on the background too. I did like that music that I had going here. So we'll just do that. Yeah, just a little bit of music is fine. Probably can't hear too much of it. That's okay. Just kind of want it to be on in the background. If you can hear it, just let me know. Just a little bit is fine. But anyway, so yeah, Mod Retro Chromatic. Let's break this thing open. Comes with a magnetic latch on the side. A nice satisfying little clasp there. It's kind of cool. And you open it up and you are greeted by, oh my, this little screen thing has come off here. That's okay. I'm gonna stick that right there for right now. QR code for the firmware update. I don't really know what the details of the firmware update are. I'm still pretty new to how this device works. I haven't had too much time to fiddle with it since, like I said, the story with this device was I had to send it back in since the one that I had gotten originally was a little bit faulty, and so they sent me in a new one. They were able to honor my return despite the fact that it was bought through a third party. So one of the modded ones, no. So this was just store bought. It was just bought at like a GameStop, the original one that I had, and then I had to send it in back to Mod Retro since the one that I'd gotten was faulty, and they honored that return despite it being bought through a third party and sent me a new one. So this is the new one that you're seeing. It's not modified in any way. This is just a modern day store-bought Game Boy Color, which in my opinion is super cool that you can just go out to a GameStop and buy one of these today. It's super unique that you can do that even in the year 2026. But in my opinion, that's super cool. Price range of this thing. So for the Gorilla Glass screen model, which is this one that I have here, is available at GameStop for $199.99, so $200. Online on the Mod Retro website, you can get a sapphire laser cut screen, which has a very high hardness. Sapphire is the mineral corundum, and its hardness is second only to diamond. So that is a very tough screen to scratch. This is only a Gorilla Glass screen, but it is $100 cheaper as a result of that, which is pretty cool. So what does it do? it plays Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. It is backwards compatible with the Game Boy original cartridges, and it is backlit, has a backlit OLED display that is pixel perfect to the Game Boy Color. In addition, it is a GBC that is housed within a magnesium alloy shell, and it has standard button layout. Very nice buttons here. If I take it out of its box and hold it up to the mic, maybe you can hear the buttons. Maybe not over the background music, they're probably at the same volume. But yes, so I actually I did it install a little bit earlier an anti-glare screen protector on this as well, to kind of help during video recording, but that was pretty easy to do. So this is what the device looks like. You have your Game Boy cartridge slot up here, screen, face buttons, volume slider, a menu button which allows you to access the Mod Retro Chromatics firmware, and battery cover, which has rechargeable batteries in it currently. When you buy it, it does come with branded batteries in the box, so that there are batteries included when you do buy this. Question from the chat: can you get a case for it and a screen protector? There are screen protectors available online through a third party. There is not a screen protector available through the company that distributes this device. They are through a third party. I bought mine via Via Screens. It is custom made screen, so it is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's well worth it in my opinion, especially if you're going to go with the Gorilla Glass screen. If you're going with the Sapphire Glass, or it's not really glass, if you're going with the Sapphire laser cut screen, you don't even really need a screen protector for that. The Sapphire laser cut screen has a hardness second only to diamond itself, so that's not really necessary to have a screen protector on that, which is why it's the main choice of many people who buy this device. I wanted to save $100 when buying mine, so I decided to go with the Gorilla Glass instead. On the bottom, you see that there's a charging port. Now, this is a USB-C charging port that is compatible with the back insert for an extended battery life rechargeable pack that you can buy separately for $30. I did not go that route for this one, but this USB-C, it does still work and serves other functions as well. We'll talk about that. Here you've got your 3.5 millimeter jack for headphones. And then one of my favorite things about this, actually one of two of my favorite things about this, is the fact that it still has a link cable port. So it still supports link cable communication with original hardware, which is super cool. And it also has the infrared functionality as well. Super awesome. And that's on the top here. And yeah, those are all the features of the device on the outside. So there's not a game in this right now, but if we lift this up, we will find the batteries and the bundled copy of Tetris, which has the Mod Retro label at the top. So Mod Retro label with Tetris there. Super cool. Super cool. Slides in with a nice satisfying click, which is super awesome. And we will close up this box and move it to the side here. All right. So Tetris in the back, batteries already loaded up. They are fully charged. And let's power this thing up here. Now I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound. I think you might be able to, but just in case, let's turn this down and that here, and then maybe through my mic, maybe now the sound quality might be pretty poor since it'll be through the mic, but we'll find out. All right, so power button's up here. That does look like it's actually coming through the, looks like it's coming through the mic pretty clearly here. All right, now let's be honest here. This is pretty hard to see in my camera, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't really want to put you through the agonizing experience of having to watch me play Tetris through this my crappy webcam that I have. So I'm going to share with you one of the coolest features that I discovered about this device when I bought it that I did not even know it had. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to shut off my webcam quickly, and I will bring you back. So we're just going to have to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back to set this up. So just give me one moment. Okay. And we are back. Wow, this is so tiny. Let's fix that, shall we? And let's move it below our chat box here. So, here we go. We are live with Tetris on the stream, guys. Can you believe this? This is so crazy. Um, so yes, to answer the chat's questions, we can stream it on the screen. This is so crazy. So when I bought this device, I was not aware that it had the ability to stream. Um, but it does. Now let's see if we can. I don't know. I don't believe there's any. I don't believe there's any sound coming through right now, but we will fix that in just 1 second. Okay, whoops. We have to point. There we go. Now it actually looks clear and not blurry. How about that? How about that? Let's get that set up and then yeah. No, I mean, right? It is pretty cool though. I have to say, this is probably one of the coolest things I think I've bought, like for my particular niche of like older video games and particularly handhelds. This checks a lot of the boxes, and then on top of that, it's it can stream, which is like just the cherry on top of all that, which is so cool. Um, so let me just go back here and there we go. And then let's add this. Okay. Now you guys should be getting sound. So let's lower that down because it's really loud. I apologize for that. Um, let's make it about half of my current voice volume. Again, sorry for the loud. I did not think it was going to come in that loud. But we should be live with the sound here. So what games am I going to get? Well, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've picked up recently, but first we'll run this quick test of Tetris really quick, because I love Tetris. I'll play a quick game. I'm going to turn the sound up for myself here as well. Okay, so new player. Let's change our icon. And then, yeah, I know. So, thank you. I mean, I was able to figure it out how to get the screen to actually scale up properly and not be blurry. Originally, it was blurry. I did fix that. Thanks to ModRetro's website, they have a full guide on how to set up the streaming on it, which is super cool. Super glad that they have those resources available for people trying to set up stuff like me. Yeah, here we are, and super easy audio capture. Now, one of the weird things is that this gets picked up by OBS as a webcam and a microphone. Super bizarre, but makes it super simple for connecting to OBS, because then you just hook it up. One source for the webcam, you just change it to the device itself. One source for the mic, for the sound, add it as a source, and then you've just got your setup is complete. So for this, we're just gonna put in our classic L, E, and G. Done. What does the mic from this sound like? I don't know. It's just that the sound that you take off the device gets detected as a mic by OBS. I don't think the thing actually has a mic itself. There's a little thing down here that looks like it could be a mic, but I think it's actually a little LED, charging LED for when you have the charging pack in. Without further ado, let's get this set up. Trying to move this around. So, oh, and I lost the chat. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now I can actually look at the screen and kind of just assume that it's showing up properly for you guys. I think it is, but this is super awesome. This is going way better than I thought it would. and I don't know why I'm looking at the computer screen in order to play the game. I should be looking at the actual screen. Yeah, so here's Tetris. Classic Tetris looks beautiful, plays beautifully, sounds great. Um, just awesome classic Tetris. Can't go wrong with that. And again, it comes bundled with the device too, just like the original Nintendo Game Boy on release in 1989. So I love that they gave a nod to the original Game Boy's release. You gotta give it to them. They did a great job with this. What did we unbox earlier? This is what we unboxed, and the reason why is because, so I had actually bought this device before, and it ended up getting a really big gash in the screen. I was pretty upset about it, and I actually reached out to Mod Retro and just let them know like what had happened. You know, just through super light use, it was kind of unexpected for the screen to get scratched so easily, and they had actually honored my request to have the device replaced, and they did so without any kind of hassle. I just had to send the scratched one in, and they replaced it for free, paid for the shipping and everything. So since I got it back in the mail, I wanted to do a proper unboxing for you guys. Since I didn't do one initially when I first bought this, I felt, just because of how awesome this was, I felt kind of bad for not unboxing it for you guys. So here we are, unboxing the device, and you get to see it in action. Yeah, absolute W customer support from Mod Retro. They've definitely got a forever customer from Low Poly Gaming as a result of their customer service. So anyway, there we go. And I think I'm just gonna cut it off there for Tetris. So, what else do we have? Well, I will show you guys. I'm going to change this up here. Okay. Oh, got a little messed up with that. Hold up. We got to fix that. Craziness. Oh my goodness. Come on. Here we go. All right. Now we're back. Whoops. Now we are back. So, what else did I want to unbox for you guys today? There is a little bit of a bonus. So, does the Mod Retro natively support Flash cartridges? The answer to that question is yes. I do not have my Flash cartridge on me right now. I will be bringing mine from my parents' house very soon. Once I get that, I will be able to do a full test. And as far as I know from reviews, um, the most common Flash cartridges are supported through the Chromatic. Many people have tried them, and they've had success with Flash cartridges, Easy Flash, and so on and so forth. So that they do support flash cartridges, which is well worth it for this device. I mean, it is like the ideal device to use with flash cartridges because it's the most modern setup. Better to have just one cartridge than carry around a big bag full of you know cartridges around with you. So here is something super special that I found today while I was out um, and about. I went into like an antique um, sort of like multiple vendor store today, and I found a complete in-box Game Boy game from Japan. Um, and I wanted to give it a shot on stream for you guys. So I will just show you what the game is here. I'm trying to find a date. Oh, here we go. 1995 is the date from HAL Laboratories. It's from HAL Laboratories. It's a Game Boy game, original Game Boy game. For those of you that want to take a guess in chat, can you guess what it is? You can take a moment to try to guess what game it is. HAL Laboratories, original Game Boy, 1995. Or if you can at least guess what the franchise is, um, you can lock in a guess now, um, and then I will do the big reveal of what we're unboxing as our little bonus content today. Yu-Gi-Oh! Not quite. Nope, that's Konami. Nope, that's Konami. But good guess. Good guess. Zelda, that is Nintendo themselves. Um, do I have Battletoads? You know what's crazy? I actually used to have Battletoads, and I sold that original cartridge of Battletoads that I had. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was ridiculously hard. So I didn't get too much enjoyment out of the Battletoads Game Boy game anyway. Pokemon, that is by Game Freak. Different studio. This is HAL Laboratories. Pokemon is Game Freak. Um, so since we've had our guesses in, I'm going to reveal what the game is now. This is Kirby. Kirby is the game that we're going to be unboxing today. I'll bring it up to the camera so you guys can see it a little bit better. And I am just smiling ear to ear right now because this is such a cool in-box Game Boy game that I found today. And I am just so excited that I was able to find this today. It is, let's see, Kirby's Block Wall. So it's like Super Breakout, where you have like the little bar at the bottom of the screen and you try to like hit the ball and break the bricks up top. It's Super Breakout, but it is Kirby themed. It is an original from Japan, and the Game Boy cartridge has been used before. I mean, you can see the box has seen a little bit of wear, but it's still in its original case, and it is in excellent condition. So, got some information on the game in the back with a little bit of a gameplay example. Super, super tiny. You can kind of see there's Kirby there and the blocks up top that you have to break down to get through that stage. This little segment states that it is also compatible on the Super Game Boy as well for the Super Nintendo. So that is super cool. So this game would have been compatible with the Super Nintendo, and undoubtedly would have had custom borders to go with the game with full colorization, since it does have that special Super Game Boy logo. So, anyway, without further ado, let's break this sucker open, huh? Let's get this guy open. And what do we have inside? Well, we've got the game itself, plastic insert, and the instruction booklets. This is examples for the Super Game Boy, so you can see for the Super Game Boy on the SNES, you have special colorization and borders for the game that are unique to this game itself. And oh, wow, look at this Play It Loud series. The Play It Loud series for the original Game Boy released the Game Boy in several different colors, including transparent green, black, yellow, white, and red. Super awesome. I love that they have an ad for this in here. I've never seen this before. That is awesome. And we've got the advertisement for the Super Game Boy available in the top loader, the Super Famicom. Right here, Nintendo Super Famicom with the controller showing you their inputs and gameplay example that you saw earlier. Super cool. Instruction booklet. I cannot read anything that's in these booklets at all, but it is super cool to see things like the old advertisements and this cool art that comes in the instruction booklets for Kirby. This tough pink puff. And here you go. More examples of gameplay, power-up explanations, more gameplay examples, explaining the mechanics, enemy artwork, that's awesome. Little frog guy. It's not a Waddle Dee. I forget what the single-eyed ones are called though, but explaining more mechanics. This game is fully playable despite not knowing Japanese also, I will add. It's completely, fully playable without needing to know any of that stuff, honestly, any of the language. And here is the cartridge. Oh, there we go. It is in really great, really great condition. Amazing. Okay. Let's move this stuff off to the side. Let's get set back up on the Mod Retro Chromatic and get started. I miss the days of these old game manuals. Yeah, absolutely, man. I totally feel you with that. Honestly, like just having that little bit of reading material to kind of figure out how what kind of stuff you're getting into, or even maybe having that additional context in regards to story before starting an RPG and stuff like that was always super cool. Yep. So kind of cool that we have a modern system now that gives us an opportunity to play games which still have manuals attached to them. It's super awesome. Let's go ahead and properties, USB camera, chromatic. Okay. And we have to take this, scale filtering point. Okay. Oh. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Because we got this silly pop-up that messed all our stuff up, but we are so back. I love the music and the art style in this. It is so darn stinking cute. Look at this. So much charm. Look at that little Kirby ball. He's so happy. He's ready to just get pummeled into some bricks, I guess, which is exactly what's going to happen. So there are some save files on this game, so it does have a save button battery, which I would not have expected, but it's got one, and that's cool that it still works. So love that. Yes, I definitely will do that. Since it's the first time setting it up, I just wanted to kind of set it up on the fly, but we will get a dedicated scene set up for this in the future. All right. Yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start a new game. Stage 1. There we go. Okay. Bonus chance. And again, as you can see, super playable. You know, like you can see everything that's going on the screen. You can read everything that's being displayed on the screen. Just numbers and a couple phrases for guidance on how to play the game. And yeah, it's just Super Breakout, but Kirby themed. So you got like Waddle Dees and the little flying Goomba guys, and you've got all kinds of star charmed stuff, and that pink tough cream puff Kirby flying around and hitting all the bricks on screen. And your goal is to try to break them all down and get as many points as possible. Super simple gameplay, super addictive, super fun, all those big score numbers popping up on screen. It is a dopamine fest out here. Super cool. And I mean, the music too? Come on. That music is bumping, man. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got him. Gotta get that birthday cake. Here we go, we got it. Happy birthday. Oh, and we got the Waddle Dee. Come on, let's get that apple. There we go, we got it. Gotta get that star brick next, break that down. Takes a couple hits. And you know what? At another store that I was in today, I actually saw a copy of Pokemon Pinball for a really affordable price for the original Game Boy Color. I think I am gonna try to pick that up next time I see it. Because again, it was at a super affordable price, so it might need a little bit of a cleanup, I think, based on what I saw. But in my opinion, that's well worth it for Pokemon Pinball. I mean, come on. But yeah, I mean, this is really all we got here. So for the Mod Retro Chromatic, I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I've been getting into recently. I'm super glad that this finally got back in the mail for me. And oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy thinking about what to say next. So here's what the deal is. I'm still waiting on a package for a new game that I'm really excited to share with you guys. It is a game that was never officially released on the Game Boy Color, but that someone has made new within the last, like, oh gosh, it might even actually be over 10 years old now, so I guess it's still technically retro, right? But made relatively recently, that I would be really excited to share with you guys, and maybe do a playthrough on stream using the Mod Retrochromatic as our streaming medium. So I think that would be super cool. So we've got bonus. We did get a bonus. We landed on a star, and now we have the opportunity for a bonus. We have Star Catcher bonus, Up Down bonus, Air Hockey bonus, and Up Cloud. I think this time I'll do, or yeah, I'll do Air Hockey here. I'll see what Air Hockey's like, and you see Kirby. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, so I can, bam, just like that. Yeah. Oh, oh, this is super fun. Oh, and I. Okay, second ball. All right. Oh, oh, we got a goal. Goal. Let's go. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Game set. 2 versus 1. I did get 1 up though. That's pretty cool. We did make back that Kirby that we lost in the last level. So I will take that. And now we're back to the level after getting our bonus here. And we're right back to it. But yeah, we'll definitely set up a dedicated scene for this because there's tons of stuff that I want to show you guys. Tons of old games, and just I think it would be great to just have an opportunity to show you guys some unboxing some hardware. There's actually a game store nearby that just rebranded, and they're looking to get their name out there as well. So I think I might be giving them some business and showing some of the stuff that I find in their awesome store on the channel here. But that is all I've got for you guys today in terms of the Mod Retrochromatic. Let's see, maybe if I... Oh, nope. Go back to that again. There we go. Okay. Cool. Yes, I do need to let's see. Fit to screen. There we go. Okay. And then I'll just minimize that a little bit so it's out of the way of our little guys here. Yeah, we'll make a dedicated scene for all that stuff. And do I have any other Game Boy games on hand? As a matter of fact, I do. And I would love to show them to you guys. So if you'd like to see them, we can set that up. So that was Kirby's block wall. And here we've got, by 3DO, we've got Vegas games for the Game Boy Color. Honestly, you know, I bought this and I was really hoping that they would have like Texas Hold'em on here, and you know, they only have video poker, slots, craps, and uh blackjack. I think they might have baccarat too, but I was disappointed that they didn't have like a full rotation Texas Hold'em poker, and they just have the video poker where you just select from the hands and then it deals. But it is still a fun game. So I've got Vegas games here. And then clearly you might be noticing a theme here with this game, but we actually do just have Super Breakout. Super Breakout DX for the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I say DX because it's in a black cartridge, meaning that um, it's a cartridge that has the ability to have a fully colored palette on the Game Boy Color, but then it can also work in the standard um, green scale for original Game Boy. This does show up in the full color palette on the chromatic though. So Super Breakout, we do have that. And then in a similar fashion to Super Breakout, I've also got this other kind of like Atari game series port of Centipede as well. So we've got Centipede on here. After the Rescue Team stream is done, we should do one of those games. Yeah, absolutely. Once I get the game that I'm waiting for in the mail, we will definitely hop into one of these games and do a playthrough on original hardware. Really looking forward to that. I just have to wait until the copy that um, I bought comes in the mail, and it still hasn't yet. Um, so just waiting for that to come in. We are actually almost finished with the Mystery Dungeon playthrough in terms of the actual story. So I think once we finish the story, I'll probably wrap it up there and um, move into a game on the hardware. So those are the games I have with me right now. And then of course the Tetris game that the Mod Retro Chromatic came with. And I do have a flash card. I've also got some other games that I need to bring from my parents' house as well, that I would love to share with you guys on stream. A lot of the games that I still kept after selling off my original collection are games that mean a whole lot to me. So some of them are super special, um, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, thanks guys for tuning in today. That's all I've got on the Mod Retro Chromatic. We will definitely be doing um, some content through this device. And if I find any more stuff like this, I'll definitely be doing some more opening videos, showing you stuff like this that I find out and about in the wild. There is an event which I will be attending July 25th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is an event that I will likely be attending where I'll probably find some more games for this Toys Through the Years Expo. It is in Gettysburg. It is local to me this year, so if you guys want to come out and say hi, I will be at that event July 25th and 26th. So yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks again for tuning into the stream. I hope everybody had fun taking a look at a modern day store-bought Game Boy Color. Again, you can access a device like this at a GameStop, and it's honestly such a cool experience to be able to go to a game store again and just pick up a device that's compatible with old hardware. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Have a great night.